Welcome to today's session focused on switching the play using the principle of support. Our objective is to improve decision-making and ball circulation by utilizing a pivot player to move the ball from the strong side to the weak side. Let's walk through the exercises that will help your players develop these essential skills. In our first exercise, the 3-touch Rondo, we are going to use 2 grids side by side, with each grid measuring 10 by 10 yards. The possession team consists of 5 or 6 players, while 1 defender works to win the ball. The objective for the possession team is to complete 3 to 5 consecutive passes without losing the ball. Each player must take a minimum of 3 touches before passing, with the first touch typically being a dribble to help evade the defender. Defenders work to steal the ball and score points by either dribbling out of the grid or passing to the coach. Coaching points for this exercise: encourage close control from the possession players. They should adopt a low body position to facilitate quick changes of speed and direction. Players must remain aware of their teammates' positions and the space around them. Ask players, where is the space, and what should I do if a teammate is dribbling towards me? Emphasize a good first touch to help players evade pressure from the defender and set up a successful pass. After 30 to 45 seconds, rotate a new defender into the game to ensure everyone has a chance to defend. To challenge your players further, reduce the size of the grid to make possession more difficult, or likewise, to make it easier for your players, increase the size of the grid. Our second exercise is the 6v3+1 finding the pivot. The game is played on a field that is 26 by 20 yards with a focus on using a pivot player to switch the play from the strong side to the weak side. The possession team consists of 6 players while 3 defenders aim to win the ball. The possession's team goal is to move the ball through the pivot player positioned centrally to the opposite side of the field. Should the defensive players win the ball, they can score on any of the 4 goals that are surrounding the field. Coaching points for this exercise: ensure players on the strong side recognize when and how to switch the ball. This means using the pivot player to move the ball from areas with heavy defensive pressure to areas with more space. The pivot player is key to switching the play. They need to receive the ball facing forward and quickly pass it on to the weak side. Encourage your players to remain spread out and create width, making it easier to switch the play and exploit gaps in the opposition's defense. Keep games short, about 1 to 2 minutes, and reset with new balls as necessary to maintain the flow. For the final exercise, we'll engage in a 4-goal game, which is a directional game, where teams are encouraged to apply everything they've learned about switching the play. The field is set up with 4 goals, 2 on either side of the field, and teams will attempt to move the ball from one side of the other to score, always looking for the open side in order to facilitate scoring. Coaching points: focus on decision-making and awareness. Players must recognize when it's appropriate to switch the ball and how to move into less congested areas of the field. Encourage width and support, reminding players to maintain good positioning to open up passing lanes and make switching the play easier. The defending team should work to block passing lanes, staying compact and organized to prevent the switch. This directional game allows players to apply the principles of switching a play in a competitive scenario, reinforcing the importance of ball movement and exploiting space. Remember, switching the play is about using space effectively. By reinforcing support play and utilizing a pivot player, your team will be able to move the ball into areas with fewer defenders and create scoring opportunities. Keep practicing these exercises to build confidence and understanding in switching the play. Have fun, spread joy.